Hello. Um, just got up. At the same time, I thought I would make a video where, kind of just kind of like a recap. Not a recap necessarily, just a more of an explanation and an understanding of why I said the way I would step on the flag, or what it is. Um, from the other video that I was talking about stepping on the flag from. It's just that there's this point that I think the laws should be based around public and personal. If you do something personal, then you should be able to do whatever you want if you're not harming somebody else without their consent. Personally, now that's a whole other kind of a topic on itself, and I did have other videos on it. It's just when you do it publicly, that's different upon itself from personally, because then you are now dealing with the collective and the general kind of a thing, where you're up against trying to make everybody happy, because that's like the only place that you try to make everybody happy, where you legitimately want to go out and help somebody else because that makes you happy. And it assists you to get personal gain, so that when you're in your own personal space, you can reflect on that and grow in a sense from that standpoint. What I'm saying though, what I'm trying to say, what I'm saying is there's a point where I'm not against following the laws. I'm not against going with what around or doing and shaping my life around what somebody else says. It's just when it comes down to literally I crossed the street, I jaywalked, and nobody got hurt, I don't think I've done anything wrong. When, sure, we can go up against the whole, or there's the whole thing where somebody has to go up against the mental focus or whatnot of possibly hitting somebody and killing them and stuff like that. Okay, well, from that standpoint, if I didn't give myself enough time to cross that street, then that's on me. That's my responsibility. And for their responsibility of putting themselves in that time frame, that scenario, you gotta take responsibility for what you did, because you put yourself in there. It's just, you could have slowed down. Like, if you seen me and I was doing that, and I was there first, and pedestrians always have the right of way, you should have trajected or calculated differently. Because there's a point where I understand that there's one set of rules, because, well, with everything there's oneness and simple, So there's only like one set of rules that humans follow, essentially. Even though there's universal laws and all this other kind of stuff, even though those are the real laws, the universal laws, this human construct to have an understanding of an experience kind of thing, the human laws, quite frankly, are the laws, just in a different version of themselves, a different degreed version. And so it still comes down to, I know that I enjoy being a nice person. I know that I legitly say, at least I said to myself yesterday, it would be nice to go ahead and do something nice for somebody else. Like, did I do something nice for somebody today? Did I, if I didn't do something nice for somebody, that's everything, would I, quite frankly, find something to do for somebody nice today? Like, I open the door, I take rocks off the street, of the road, I send good vibes. And I know that doesn't make me higher or lower or less equal or more equal to everybody. It's just that there's a point where I do that. Do you? In a sense? So when I walk across that street, or I do what I want to do, and I don't, and I do bring myself to enjoy it and love myself, because the system who set that up doesn't set it up in a way of allowing for that understanding to interface with the whole understanding of everything. And it's like another point where my friend says, well, they logically base things off of actual fact of something. And it's like I say, can I use the cigarette for an experience, for understanding? And they say, well, can you really use a cigarette? In a sense, you can have a cigarette. You can't use that cigarette. I guess it's that standing and that understanding and that standpoint that I go for experiences and all that kind of stuff. I'm not that human about it. Others are being too human about it, kind of a thing.